Alrighty, I'm back. This is Nate Waits with another tutorial, picking up right where we left off last time. The only thing I've done is I have activated my Astra Pro, and I've activated the Ultimate add-ons for Elementor. The Astra Pro, by activating it, I can activate different things now. I can see it says active now. I can turn on colors and background, typography, spacing, nav menu, custom layout, site layouts, and scroll to the top. That's actually a good thing. We're going to use that on our site most likely. And if you do buy the Pro Edition, you can white label it. And all that means is when they go to update stuff or look at their plugins, instead of showing Astra, it says, hey, this is whatever you call your theme. So we could call it, Waits Web custom theme, and it'd show it. But I don't care if my clients know that I use Astra. That's just great. So we're just going to use it as is. The Pro elements. That's why I really want Astra Pro. It's just different options that we have. Different things. Originally, I was going to use the beginner sites, starter templates, but I like plain Astra now, so I don't need those starter templates. But if I do need inspiration, I can use the starter templates to create something. Okay, so let's get back to it. So let's go to our page. Oh, and again, the only plugins I have installed, I've uninstalled the others, is I have my Astra Pro, I've got my Elementor, Loginizer. I definitely recommend Loginizer, and Ultimate add-ons for Elementor. We'll be adding more plugins as we go, but these are the four that I really start with. And Loginizer just helps you not have somebody continuously try to log in with the wrong password and stuff, to try to brute force attack the site to try to guess your passwords. It helps. We're also going to do some site security down the road. But this is just working on getting the site converted. We'll delve into all those in later videos. So let's go to our pages. We'll go to our home page. We're going to edit with Elementor. Alright, here we go. So let's start adding our left side over here. I want to start out with a intersection. I'm just going to throw it over here. I know it's got two columns. I don't want two columns. I just want one. So I'm just going to delete this column. So now we have one column taking up this. Then I can add my header inside there. And then I can add a text area inside there. That's what we want. We want in this box. We want inside this little box. We want our header and calendar and stuff. So let's add our text here. It's going to be upcoming events. Yep, upcoming events. And I'm going to actually add a divider. I think a divider would go nice here. So fill it right here. And we're going to make it the color of our theme. And so since this text is this color blue, I'm going to make it that color blue. I'm going to take away the gap. I'm going to go back here, go back to our block here. And on this block, I'm going to change some things. I'm going to go here to margin, change it to 0. Change the padding to 0. Okay. That's good. In our block, we don't want any of that. Style, I can actually change the background here. So if I want to make this a very, very light gray, just kind of give it some color, I can. I'm not going to do that at that moment, but at this moment, but I also can change a few here. Style, border, and we can change the border radius to 15. And you can't really tell. I'm going to change the color back so you can see it better. Red, so you can see that it's got rounded corners now. I think I like that typically. So we're going to leave it. We're not going to go with that color, but we're going to definitely leave the rounded edges. So let's make it a almost just slightly, and I do want to add my margin back to it just a little bit. 5 on the margin. Let's go 10 on the margin. Not margin, I want padding. So as I was saying, margin moves everything. Padding is inside the element. You want padding. So see let me go back and change the color so you can really see it here. We take it and we make it red. So you can see it changing this margin here, or padding here. It makes it where there's more of a gap inside. But if you change the margin is actually outside the block. And so if I do 15 here, you see that it gets smaller. And so, I mean, that's not bad, but that's not what I'm going for. So we're going to make that 0. We'll make it 20. I'm actually going to go with a different color here. I'm going to go with a light gold, maybe. Let's see. Nah, I don't think I'm going to like that at all. I don't want to make it look trashy, so take it off. I don't need a background actually. I'm gonna go here and say, you know what, just make it that and go with it. That's fine. Right here, we want our style. This, we want our padding. 0. Okay. Okay. So coming bits, let's go ahead and just add the content there that we need. Oh, this is old. Alright, sorry about that, I lost my mic for a second. Alright, so this is actually old data. I don't know if I'm gonna go with that. Let's look at the site for a little while. It's easy peasy to add. We'll get to that. I think those pictures were made in Microsoft Word. Not a long time. Is that too? Ooh. Okay. Okay, so let's go back. Wait, they have a Facebook page? That looks like real quick. I join the group. Okay, that's fine. Alright, we'll come back to it. Okay, our history probably should be about us. So here's what we're going to do. Let's start really focusing on the site. I don't know that I'm going to keep this layout. We'll come back to it. Let's go ahead and add our menu structure. So, alrighty, I'm back. Unfortunately, I was working on the website and my cat jumped on my computer and turned it off, so I lost my last recording. So, here's a quick update. I was working on the menu structure for the site. So, what I did was I was creating pages. The menu first. Creating pages by going to pages. I can either go all pages and hit add new here. I can just hit add new here. So we add new. And we're going to make a our ministries. Women's Missionary Society page. Women's Missionary Society. Oh, not page. I don't want to add page. I just want Women's Missionary Society. Add new. Back on. Review. All right, so typically, not pinning a review. You go to publish. Sometimes they'll say, "Hey, are you sure you really want to publish it?" Publish again, and you're good to go. Let's create a new page. We're on Cartwright and Men's Fellowship. Right, Men's Fellowship. And Epworth League. And new league. League. That is it. That's our three. And WMC presence messages. Second. Okay. Then second. I publish that. So the reason I'm making all these pages with just the title is I'm trying to create content for our menus. If we don't have the page created, we can't just simply add it. We can create custom links, but that's different. So in order to edit the menu, we go to Appearance, Menus, and so here's our menu structure. And so we're going to add Epworth League, Cartwright Men's Fellowship, Women's Missionary Society, our menu. They're there, and I'm also going to add a custom link. Go into a pound. Pound simply makes it where it doesn't go anywhere, and you'll see that in just a second. And we're going to call it our ministries. That's the title of our section. I don't like this our ministries page. Just having those three logos on it doesn't really. It's a wasted page, if that makes sense. So we're not going to have that. So what we're going to do is we're going to have our ministries. So the way the menu works is you have every button is a link, and so we have home, we have about us, and then we have all these indented. And what indented means is it's a sub item of the item that goes before it. So, you know, about us has underneath about us, we have our history, ministers, selection of pastor, etc. We're going to go ahead and add articles of religion, the general rules, I'll raise this up, right over, and we're going to put Women's Missionary Society there. We're going to put Cartwright's Men's Fellowship there, and Epworth League. Okay, so we have those. I'm going to reorder this. We're going to do our history, then I'm going to do general rules. Do articles of religion. Police. Ministers. Maybe local church next. Let's see how that was. Selection of patent. Okay, so almost in the same order. Selection of pastor, then ministers is last. Yep. Okay, so that's that. So now we have our menu. And so let's save the menu. And so we have saved it. So now let's just preview our site. So we'll open this in a new tab. So here we go. We've got Southern Methodist Church, Holy Committed. We got Home, About Us, Our History, Ministers, Selection of Pastor, Local Church, Their Beliefs. That's not the order we had it, so I'll fix that in a second. You know what? Didn't save the menu right. Now it's been updated. So let's refresh this. Now we got everything in the way we wanted it. And that's how we want to. Contact locations and contact us. That works. I think I'm going to do locations as one page and then have sections for it because under it lists all the churches. We'll figure that out. Okay, we'll come back to that. Contact us. Main thing is we have a menu structure now, and we will customize the look of it in just a little bit. So under everything looks good here. Customize. If I make it look just like a phone, we're gonna fix that. So we'll fix that in a second. There. Okay. Container. Color. Over. Active. So background, I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna see. Okay. Think there, anything there. Okay. sub-menu color. Sub-menu color, so I want it to be that light gray. So that's how we want it. Better. Okay. See, we're gonna leave all that as is for right now. I do like item dividers. Back on mobile's correct, so let's publish it here. Oh. Okie dokie. So again, this is very plain. We're gonna change colors and stuff in a little while. Your video. Just kind of getting everything going. Yeah, I want to take that off. So what we do is, I've never liked that on the footer. Customize, customize onto footer builder. That. So that copyright. That's all we need down there. Good. That. Scroll down, it sends them to back to the top. That's very important. Like this, on a site like this with lots of information, you want that back to top. So let's go back here and let's go to our pages. Let's go to pages, all pages. Let's go ahead and grab the articles of religion, and we're going to edit. Actually, make magic happen. We're going to do edit with element. Here we go. We have our page here. So this one real quick. Oops, let's look at this one real quick. For articles of religion. Boatload of text. Boatload. So we're gonna highlight all this. Probably gonna play with it more, but now not get our title here. So read this. We're gonna center that bad boy. Add text editor underneath it. Okay. Just like that. Looks okay. We're gonna change a few things. Go through and we're gonna a couple things. We're gonna just italicize it. I think it probably look good italicized. Bold it like they have it. That's fine. So bold. Article. Looks good. I think that's fine. So we'll go ahead and do that. I could go in and just by itself. Be tempted to do that. But, well, take everything away. Boom. That. Now to here. Text that right underneath it. So here's one thing, in HTML, anytime you hit enter, you're going to a new paragraph. Changes things. It makes that extra space. So we're going to highlight this, bold it. Alright, so we're back with audio. So bold it, underline it, looks good. I'm gonna go ahead and update this just so we can kind of see what it really looks like. So let's go here to articles of religion, and there we have it. I think this looks better, in my opinion, than what we had. And again, I'm not saying we have to stay white and blue. It's just the layout of the text. I think it looks better. So we're gonna keep going. We're gonna add another one. So plus another full. Just gives you a text to throw it in there, boom. That's all we're really doing. So boom, move that over here, grab this. You know what? There, underlining that. Maybe I should do the same thing. I think that's what I will do. I think that'll look better. So Article 3, bold that, hit enter, delete, underline this, delete, shift enter. Okay. So yeah, that looks wonderful. So let's click back here. Same thing, undo the underline here. Bearman. Do this. On that. This. Undo that. And undo that. Boom. Now we're looking pretty darn good. Again, text here. Could put plus. No, we can't. Text editor. Boom. Throw it in there. And there are a boatload of these. So you get the basic idea. We're going to come back to this one. Let's add this fourth article real quick and then we'll be ready to quit it. Article 4. Paste here. And just so you know what we're doing, we're bolding this, underlining this. I just simply hit delete and hit shift. Delete, hit shift. Shift enter. Sorry, shift enter. And that puts it exactly how we want it. Update. So if we look at this now, reload. Everything looks spectacular. Yeah, you can see that. This looks good. Alright, so next, let's go to general rules. Okay, so this page, see how it's weird, how it's got all this junk over here? That's because it was not edited with Elementor. So we're going to hit edit page, edit with Elementor. And on this one, we're going to look at the general rules. Not much to it, which is good. This will be easy for us to do quickly. So first thing we're going to do is add a heading. And we're going to say the general rules. The general rules is. So everything's good there. I'll center it up. Boom. General rules. And highlight all of this. Highlighted. Copy. And oops. This page. Add everything here. So we're gonna add a text editor right here. Boom. Got our text editor. Gonna throw it here. You're like, oh man, that is just a ton of text. How do you edit it all right here? Well, you don't. Let's make it full screen. That way we can edit everything just the way we want it. So first, All three of these are right next to each other, so we're going to delete, shift enter, delete, shift enter, highlight these, bold them. Actually, we're going to make these a heading 3, I believe. Yeah. So we got heading 2, heading 3. All looks good. Have a paragraph. That's weird. We don't do that. But this is actually a paragraph. Okay, I don't do tabs. That's just not what we do. Everything looks good here. Rules is a heading. We're gonna make that a heading 4. And there we go. We're gonna take away the spacing they did right here. It's just not normal to have spaces like that. So general rules. Thinking about doing this like a list, but I'll ask for clarification before I do that. But if I was to do this like a list, I would do it like so. I'd highlight all these. I'll come right here, highlight, 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 highlight. Now let's highlight all this, I think. There's 3 main things, so let's make this a unnumbered list. Okay, good. And so, first. Actually, we're gonna make this not a list right here. Shift it first. Boom, boom, boom. So these little things. Tab. Okay. I'm not sure that this list is really gonna work, but we'll go with it for now. I think this is really the bullet point, and then these are just sub-bullet points. I think that's it. So really, it should be like, you know, I, 2, 1, 2, and 3. Actually, right here, 3. That's how I think it should be, and then these just be bullet points underneath. But we'll look at it. So I'm just gonna kind of leave it like that kind of right now. Take away this, and I'm gonna take away the full screen. Let's just publish it and see what it looks like. Right. See, I think that would be good with a number 1, number 2, number 3. Ask about that and see your little. Oh, you can't see that. So, hide me for a second. So, over here you see this little button. This is a pro feature of Astra, and it's pretty important. When you're going down a long website, you'll get back to the top to navigation pretty quick. That's what you want. So that's that. Let's bring me back. So, that's what you really want. Didn't come back, but that's okay. Okay, so that's that. You see everything there now. We're good. So that's a good point to stop right now. So we're going to take a break. One quick thing before we go. I do want to show you when we looked at the um, website, uh, our new website. I'm going to close this right here. Exit dashboard. Could have done view page there, but that's okay. This is the site. So if you, shrink it down, okay there, but when you get too small, you get the font size, it can mess this sub method search up. So in order to fix that, so I'll show you what I'm talking about here. So customize, better builder. Look right here. See how that looks on the phone. So this little icon down here makes it phone type. And so it looks good except for the South Earn Meth Odist Chirk. I don't think we want to look like that. So what you do is, uh, on computer it looks good, on tablet it looks good. So we go site title and logo. So right here it says logo width 98, but see how it says desktop? So that desktop icon, if you change it to the iPad, it changes it. See the icon that's down the iPad or tablet. It gets rid of the site tagline. So here it says wholly committed. That's their tagline. And on the desktop it shows it right here. You can turn that on and off. I'll leave it on for the desktop. For tablet, it takes it off. And that's good. But for phone, we want to get rid of this tagline, but we also want to get rid of the title. We don't need the title. They just need, you know, the logo. That's fine. So, um, that's that. And I think I'm going to change it to where um, the columns are swapped. Side icon, I can add this as the side icons. Over a little bit. Change it over here. You kind of want it. I think that's fine. Yeah, there it goes. They're good there. Site identity, publish. If you look at it, it goes through it. So we're good now. Okay. So let's go back here. Let's go to our pages. Pages to edit with Elementor. And right here, I'll take this over here. So cut, add a new column. Take this, drag it over here. There we go. take this column and delete it. Now it's on the right. I do want this probably 70-30. Click here. Change that to 70. We just want 70, and that's good. Very good there. So update. If they all look really good, so if I hit the menu here and do view page, we're gonna open that new window, and there it goes. I think that looks good. Upcoming events will be fine. I think that looks good. So about us, our history. Fix that. General rules. Have it. We'll fix it. Legends. Again, all that looks pretty good. And so that's that. And we can always add another column here or there, left or right. Doesn't really matter. Um, just depends on what we want to do. Alright, so I just wanted to leave you all with that. So that's it in a nutshell.